Good morning, students of class 9. You are welcome back to the online portal now. We are doing supplementary reader and we have reached chapter 8. A house is not a home. According to the writer, what does he think? Let us learn. We have come to the last portion of the chapter, of this chapter. A house is not a home. This is the last portion. What does the author think about this? A house is not a home. What does he mean to say that? And what he wants us to learn. According to the author, a house is not a home. Let's see what he means by that. There are 6 points. Yeah, number 1. According to the writer, as the writer thinks, it clearly indicate means tells. It clearly tells us that a house is not a home without love. This word makes it perfect. So a house is not a home without love. There must be love and cooperation, sharing, helping. He had a satisfactory life. He means the writer. The writer had a satisfactory life with his friends, teachers, and everything was normal and he was very happy. Though he had lost his father when he was very young. His mother was there, his friends, teachers, school, everything. So he was quite happy. But when he changed the school, when he had to go to the new school, he finds it difficult to adjust and difficult to adjust himself in the new environment. He could not adjust in the new school, in the new environment, because the faces were new, the school was new, the children were new, the teachers were new. He could not adjust there. He was thinking about his old school, about his old students and about his old teachers, because their old teachers used to encourage them, you need to go outside and you will like that place better than this, and in this way teachers used to encourage him, you must learn how to adjust and so on. And he began to think about the old school. He could not adjust in the new environment. So, because in the new environment, as he went there, there was no love. He had no friends, new teachers, no. He finds it very difficult. And at the same time, later his house caught fire. As it is, he did not like the place. New teachers, new students, new environment. He could not adjust, and at the same time, his house caught fire and lost everything. He lost everything. We have learned books, bags, everything, whatever things. Lost everything, even his dear cat, his best pet cat, he also lost that. He had no desire to live now, because as it is in the school he was new and he could not adjust there, and at the same time he had lost everything. So he had no intention to live. He had no desire to live. So he had no interest for life. So he had lost all hope and interest in life. So you see that the neighbors later on, that we have already learned, the students helped him very much, cooperated and helped. The neighbors also helped to build his house. In the school, the students and teachers helped him, and in his locality, the neighbors helped him to build his house, but not his home. They were building the house. That's just a house. It's still not a home, because the writer has lost everything, his dear cat. So it was still a house, not his home, because there is no love in the new house. It is still being built. There is no love. They have not settled there. It is just a house. But when he found, when he had found his cat, we have learned that the old lady brought the cat. She managed to find the owner and brought the cat. When he found his cat or had a reunion with the cat, he also made new friends. The new friends also visited his new house, and who visited his house, which is being built, made his house a home now. He found his cat. Even his new friends came to visit him in this new house, and the new house became his home. Now he has his love. He found the love of his cat. He found the love of his friends. Even the neighbors helped him to build his house, and they loved them. They invited him. So that new house became a home for the writer. So once he found his cat and his friends started visiting his new house, and even the neighbors came there, and they came there to visit, or they came there to have a talk or advice or suggestion or just casual talk, that his new house became a home. The author wants us to remember that at the last, the writer wants us to remember that everyone has to lose things in life that one loves too much. In our life, we lose many things. Sometimes we lose near and dear ones. The things we love too much, we lose. And that's a law of the nature. One day we have to lose. And the writer wants us to remember and think that, but it is our mistake to spend the rest of our life worrying about that, whatever we have lost, worrying about. No, we must carry on our life normally. It is a mistake, it is a folly to think about the things we have lost and spend the rest of our life in misery. No. So, you must always think that it is natural to lose, and we lose many things, sometimes dear, near and dear ones, but we have to carry on our life. We should not spend our rest of our life worrying, thinking about that. This will not help us. Moreover, it will ruin us. So the writer wants us to remember that everyone has to lose some time in life, our near or dear ones, or the things we love too much. But that's natural. We should not think about it all the time and waste our time. We must carry on our life. We must do things in life and start or pick up the broken pieces of life and start a new, fresh life again. So it's natural to lose things, and we must learn how to lose also. We have learned in our previous class the ball poem. Have we learned? We have learned the ball poem, learn to lose. So that's all. In English also we have learned the ball poem. So that's all for today. We'll meet in the next class and carry on our lessons. So this much for today. Study at home regularly at home, and thank you for watching the video. We'll meet in the next class. Thank you very much.